whenever you go for introduce a new product or product missing the market or to study the market, most of the company has implemented break-even point analysis. So as far as concerned with break-even analysis, we have already solved for four number of numericals, and this one given for your homework. As per the data given, so that I just read the questions. Considering the following data of a company's sales given rupees 14,000, those who have not attended, try to note down this whatever data is given in the slide. The next point is fixed cost is given 7,500, variable cost equals to 17,500. Find the following. First one, you have to calculate contributions. The next one is profit. The next one is break-even point analysis, and the last one is margin of safety. So these are the formula given. In case of contribution, that equals to sales minus total variable cost, and in case of profit, that is contribution minus fixed cost. In case of break-even point, that equals to fixed cost divided by PV ratio, and PV ratio stands for profit volume ratio. In case of calculating the PV ratio, that is the contribution divided by sales, and in case of margin of safety, that equals to profit divided by profit volume ratio. Try to solve this one. Those who have already solved, can you provide the answer? Yes, Priyadasi Bhatt has given. Anyone from girl side?
Sir, the contribution will be 23,500.
Yes. Take your time to solve this ones. Then we'll start a new sessions. I will call one by one. Take your time to solve this one. Rakesh Marana.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rakesh Marana.
Yes, sir.
Have you solved this one?
Yes, sir. I have solved.
Subra. Okay. Rasmi Parvin, what is your answer for contributions? Sakshi Agarwal. Yes, anyone? So let's solve from my side as well. So you can see in case of calculating the phone number of bits starting from the contributions, the total cost, sorry, that equals to sales minus variable cost. So in the previous slide, we have given the data in case of sales, that is given 40,000 minus rupees 17,500, that equals to 22,500. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving to next one, calculating the profit. Profit, the formula for profit equals to contribution minus fixed cost. So here contribution is we have already find, that is 22,500 minus the fixed cost is given 7,500, that equals to 15,000. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving to next ones. You can use the break even formula as per the given in case of previous slide, that equals to fixed cost divided by PV ratio. So we have to first calculate the PV ratio, that equals to contribution divided by sales. So we have already find the contribution, that is 22,500, and sales is given 40,000. That equals to 0.5625. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So if you
sir.
convert this one into percentage, then that is how much? 56.25% in case of profit volume ratio. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then you can apply the formula, that is break even uh, point analysis, that equals to how much? Fixed cost, that is given 7,500 divided by your PV ratio. That is rupees 13,333.33. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And the last one, in case of calculating the margin of safety, that equals to profit divided by PV ratio. So in case of profit, we have already calculated, that is 15,000 divided by 0.5625, that equals to 26,666.67. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, try to solve another one. I will just try to modify some data in the previous one. Just note down these ones. Calculate the following. You do not calculate this one, only calculate this. Calculate contribution, profit, and break-even point analysis or break-even point. Yes, Sambit Sansag Mishra. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So what is the value for contribution?
7,500.
Okay, 7,500. Then calculate the profit.
2,000.
Okay, 2,000. So before implementing the break-even point formula, you must go for calculating the PV ratio or profit volume ratio.
37.5.
37.5. Okay.
Sir, break-even point 14,667.
Okay. So let's solve these ones. If you go to the variable cost, what is the variable cost is given? That is 12,500. Just a minute. 12,500. And this one is given how much? 5,500. So what is the answer?
The contribution, the
Yes, yes.
7,500.
7,500.
7,500. Moving to next one, calculate this ones in case of profit. This is given 7,500
1,000. So
and this
2,000.
one is given 5. This is 2,000. And in case of calculating the break-even point, before calculating this one, you have to go for calculating the profit volume ratio. The profit volume
37.5.
14,000. Sorry.
7,500 divided by how much? Contribution is given
20,000.
20,000. 20,000. How much?
0.375.
375. Okay. So this one is how much? 37.5. So in case of calculating the, you can say that is
BEP
BEP, that is break even point and
14,667.
14,666.67.
just a minute. 13,000.
14,667.
So
Sir, 14,666.
666.67.
Let's step point. Can you show?
Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving to next one.
Yes, sir.
Just note down the headings. The heading is quantitative factor analysis. Do not write the theory whatever given in the slide. Just note on the heading only. In case of quantitative factor analysis, we have three best model which is used for calculating the location of facilities. First one is simple median model. The next one is simulation model, and the last one is linear programming model. Is it clear? So I think we have completed this part. In case of calculating the, I just repeat these sessions. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is otherworldly known as center of gravity methods. This method is used to assist manager in case of balancing cost and service objectives. So as I told previously, and giving a particular example, especially reference to existing company wants to establish a new unit. For example, they have to establish firefighting unit for any kind of disaster occurred inside the organizations. In this case, the manager must assist the balancing the cost aspect as well as the service aspect to establish by the help of a center of gravity method in case of new department to the existing companies. Moving to next part, the center of gravity methods takes into account the location of plant and market, the volume of goods moves, and the transportation cost in arriving the best location for a single intermediate warehouse. And the last one is the center of gravity is defined to be locations that minimize the weighted distance between the warehouse and its supply and distribution point, where the distance is weighted by the number of tons of supply or consumed. So if you take the best example, which is, can you tell the company name which is very much famous in case of seafood industries, in case of Odisha?
Falcon Group, sir.
Exactly, Falcon Group.
Falcon.
Exactly, Falcon Group. In
Falcon.
case, yes. If you take the example of Falcon groups, especially reference to Chilica Fresh outlet. If you see the scenario of establishing this Chilica Fresh outlet in various part of Twin Cities, they are centrally located and these are also operated through the centrally established warehouse to different number of outlets. If you take the example of whether it should be Chandrasekharpur, whether it should be Rasulgarh, or whether it should be Old Towns, in the specific area, specially reference to balancing the cost as well as the service objectives to attract more amount of potential customers, they also implementing this center of gravity method to allocate different type of outlet in the center of different geographical locations. As I told, in case of whether it should be Old Town or whether it should be Chandrasekharpur or whether it should be Rasulgarh areas. So this is the typical example. Same thing happen in case if you take in case of UMFED outlets that is authorized by your UMFED organizations. They have also established various outlet as far as concerned with center of gravity method. But the thing is that due to vast consume of pasteurized milk in the particular segment, uh, they also your point rating methods as well as your center gravity methods as well as your factor rating methods also. So these are the typical real-time examples, specially reference to your center gravity methods. Moving to next one, just note down the formula, then we'll proceed to calculate. So in case of calculating the center of gravities, you have two coordinates. One is x coordinate, another is y coordinate. So y, x and y coordinate, if you go to the center of gravity methods, different coordinates, especially reference to geographical coordinates are given and you have to calculate the Cx values as well as Cy value. In case of Cx value, that stand for x coordinate for the center of gravity and Cy value stand for y coordinate for center of gravity. And the following formula is given. In case of Cx, that is summation of dix into wi divided by summation of wi. In case of y coordinate, that is summation of diy into wi divided by summation of wi. So here the dix stand for x coordinate of locations and diy stand for y coordinate of locations and wi stand for weightage given to the following coordinates. Just note down. Is it finished?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
just 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can
1
take
minute.
it. Rachana Mishra, can you show your copy?
Done, sir.
Rachana Mishra.
Sir, finished.
Done, sir.
I think she is only listening the sessions. Try to note down the sessions. Okay,
Sir,
moving to next one.
sir,
Yes.
sir, what did W stands for?
Yes,
Sir,
yes, yes.
W stands for?
Yes, note down. W stand for weightage given to the location I. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, what is
Okay.
given to the?
Location I.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so try to understand this particular problem statement. In Delhi, there are 7 number of that is you can see a particular sorry. In case of Delhi, a healthcare facilities want to establish their new organizations, and they have around 7 number of different facility locations are there, and the healthcare unit find 2 location is the best location, that is they have given the value that is 5.5 for x coordinate, 4.5 for y coordinate. Similarly, another locations which provide the x value or x coordinate value, that is 7, and y coordinate value is 2. The details of 7 sensors, I just read the questions. In new healthcare facilities is targeted to serve 7 census tract in Delhi. The table given below shows the coordinate for center of each census tract along with projected populations measured in thousands. Customer will travel from 7 census tract center to the new facilities when they need health care. The 2 locations being considered for the new facilities are 5.5 and 4.5, and the next one is 7 and 2, which are the which are the center of census tract of C and F. The detail of 7 census tract center coordinate distance along with the population for each center are given below. Find the target area of center of gravity for the healthcare medical facilities. So what you learn from this particular statements? Just a minute. Is it visible properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So try to understand, in Delhi, a particular hospital established new facility centers and they have find 7 census tracts depending upon the population study. दिल्ली में एक छोटा सा मतलब हेल्थ केयर यूनिट खुलने वाला है, तो हेल्थ केयर यूनिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने क्या किया ना 7 नंबर ऑफ लोकेशन उन्होंने ट्रैक किया है. आउट ऑफ 7 they have choose your census tract, that is C and F, their value is given 5.5 and 4.5 in case of C, and in case of F, they have given 7 and 2. So you have to find the best center of gravities for the healthcare medical facilities. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just note down
Yes, sir.
whatever the data is given in the table format. So we have 7 number of census tracts, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and their X coordinates are given, and their populations L is given, that is 2, 5, 10, 7, and the next one is 20 and 14. Just note down. Is it finished?
1 minute, sir.
Okay, you can take your time.
So the population is taken as I or L?
L, L, L,
Yes, sir.
small L.
Done, sir.
Done.
Done, sir.
Okay. Yes. Moving to the next slide, the solution slide. The solution is given like that. To calculate the center of gravities, start with the following informations where the population is given in thousands. In case of just draw around 6 number of columns. The first column for serial numbers, the second column for census tract, the third column for X and Y coordinate, fourth one for your population. In case of population, you just multiply 2.5 into 2, that is 5, which is put in the column that is LX columns, and make another column that is LY columns. That is 2.5 into 2, that is 5, 4.5 into 2, that is 9 for Y coordinate. Similarly, calculate the all. 2.5 into 5, that is 12.5. Again, 2.5 into 5, that is 12.5 for Y coordinate. Similarly, for census tract C, 5.5 into 10, that is 55 for X coordinate. And the next one is 4.5 into 10, that is 45 for Y coordinate. Moving to next was, the next census tract is given D. And for calculating the X coordinate, that is 5 into 7, 35, and 2 into 7, that is 14 for Y coordinate. Similarly, for census tract E, 8 into 10, that is 80 for X coordinate, and 5 into 10, 50, that is for Y coordinate. For calculating the census tract E, that is again, that is for F, 7 into 20, that is 140, and for calculating the Y coordinate, that is 2 into 20, 40. And for last coordinate, that is G, the last census tract, that is G. For calculating the X coordinate, 9 into 14, that is 126, and 2.5 into 14, that is 35. Is it clear?
Yes,
Then
sir.
after calculating the LX and LY, just add and calculate the total values. So you got 453.50 for the sum of X coordinate. In case of sum of calculating Y coordinate, it is 205.50. And we have to add the sum of population, that is given 68. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then applying the CX formula, that is sum of how much? Summation of DIX divided into summation of weight divided by summation of weight. In this case, that is 453.5 divided by 68, that is the sum of populations, that equals to 6.67. And in case of calculating the Coordinate for center of gravity y, that is 205.5 divided by 68, that equals to 3.02. So this is the new center of gravity which is used for starting the new location facilities for the healthcare unit. Is it clear? I just repeat the sentence. The center of gravity is, or new center of gravity is found, that is 6.67 for x coordinate and 3.02 for y coordinate. Using the center of gravity as starting point, the manager can now search the new density for the optimal location for their healthcare. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you provide some real-time example in case of uh, we have already discussed one examples related to healthcare or any kind of organizations, especially reference to metal and steel industries. Can you provide any real-time examples? Anyone?
Sir, in case of some hospital,
Hmm.
so they are so they are building a new hospitals so nearby. So like they have
Yes.
made a COVID hospital. So just
Exactly. During pandemic situations, the more number
yes, sir.
of
Within recent
yes,
years they have made it.
they have loaded. Okay, exact. Any industries
Sir,
examples?
Som Hospital has also one
No.
ultimate,
Some
Som
hospital.
Ultimate.
No. Some ultimate is a different part. We cannot take these examples. Clear.
Yes, sir. That is separate one.
One. Yes. Uh, for your kind information, I will provide in case of if you learn the disaster management, the government of Odisha also includes some hospital cases in case of this fire casualties held in the year 2019. Here, this should not be taken the example of in case of your central gravity locations. You can take the best example in case of establishing new IIM across India. This is the best examples because these are centrally located as far as they are also focusing various part of rural as well as urban areas also. Moving to next part, if you take the example of recent scenario in case of Arsenal Mitra has already visited Kendrapada districts for establishing a new mega steel plant. So they have searched these locations by utilizing the various utilities factors as well as different uh, resources factor and location of different geographical location also. So these are the real-time case studies as far as concern which is implemented through the center of gravity method. Is it clear to
Sir,
all?
can we take the example of the Vivanta that was made by Tata recently?
Yes. You can take
So
this
that is a
example.
very big project. Yes, sir.
Yes. That's around 600 crore rupees
Yes, sir.
project initially, but that should be expanded later on, depending upon the future aspect of the company side. Okay, these are the real-time examples. So whenever they have asked these type of questions, for example, you can take the best example, especially reference to placement activities like Swiggy or Zomato's. So which company is very much famous in case of delivering foods? If you compare between Swiggy and Zomato, anyone?
Zomato, sir.
So
Zomato.
Zomato.
Swiggy, sir.
So Zomato.
Exactly, because they have manipulated the branding strategies as far as online as well as as well as they go for highway hoardings advertisement. But the thing is that why I'm giving these examples, most of the time, if you observe, the delivery executives are placed or they are assigned in a central of gravity's locations where they can access or delivery or they made delivery to the different destinations in a faster way or in a speedy way. So they can also use this type of method for enable large volume of delivery to different destination also. Same thing happen in case of whenever you apply this in case of distribution strategy, that is the method is known as sales and travel means strategy. They also initially implement this strategy, but later on they are nowadays they are implementing linear programming. So these are the real time applications as far as concerned with your center of gravity methods. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
The
sir.
next we will learn the most important things, that is known as line of balance. Just note down. So make underlines.
फिर ये सिंपल मीडियन मॉडल के अंदर ही आता है?
नहीं, this is another one. In case of simple median models, we have already completed the center of gravity methods. And in case of linear programming and simulation part, this is not include your syllabus.
Okay,
I
sir.
repeat, in case of linear programming and your simulation model, it is not involved in your syllabus. Only the center of gravity method is included. So this is new topics, especially reference to your model number 2, that is known as line of balance. It is related to product layout or facility layout. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just note down only 2 points is there. Line balancing. Line balancing in a layout. Line balancing in a layout means the disarrangement of machine, arrangement of machine capacity to secure relatively uniform at capacity operation. It is visible properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I repeat. Line balancing is a layout, means arrangement of machine capacity to secure relatively uniform capacity operations. So while line balancing is concerned, it is directly related to product layout. So whenever the companies directly go for design of product layout, especially reference to assemble lines. So if you take the example of various production lines, especially reference to, I will give the example of Barun Beverage, which is situated near your Jagatpur industrial state near Cuttack. So they have arranged different type of line assembly for packaging of different flavored drinks or cold drinks, especially reference to PepsiCo product. So in this assemble lines, the most important thing is they have to just a minute. Hello, ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୋର କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଚାଲିଛି କହିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ସରିବ ଆହୁରି 15 ମିନିଟ୍ ପରେ ଆଜ୍ଞା okay sorry for the interruption. In case of as I told, in case of PepsiCo, especially reference to Barun Abrisi, who has already taken the franchise of taking the franchise of authorized to manufacturing different flavored drinks as well as cold drinks as far as concerned with PepsiCo industries. If you see these particular industries, they have different production lines. They have, if you willing to visit this particular organizations, they have around 4 to 5 number of assemble lines. But depending upon the market condition and depending upon during summer season on where the demand is on higher side, in this case they are just to customize their layout in a such a way that they should be flexible or they should be uniformly produced to the capacity operations to fulfill the demand of customers. So this is the reason behind any kind of line of balance, especially reference to assemble lines as well as in case of design of product layout. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I repeat, the line of balance is basically required where demand is more from the customer side. According to the demand of customers, most of the company are implementing line of balance to make uniform capacity operations to fulfill the demand of customers. So that is why line of balance is very much important, especially reference to manufacturing industries. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Try to provide your response. Is it clear? This is not
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay. Okay, thank you. Moving to just write down another point. In other word, the layout which has, in other word, the layout which has equal operation, which have equal operation times at the successive operation in the process I repeat, in the other word, the layout which equals operation times at the successive operation of the process. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Moving to next ones.
Sir,
Yes.
sir ଟିକେ ଆଉଥରେ ଟିକେ point ଟା ଟିକେ ବୁଝେଇଦେବେ in other words ଟା ଯୋଉ
Okay. In other words, the layout which has equal operation times. So as I told, in case of various manufacturing unit which contain different type of assembly lines. If you take the example of automotive assembly lines, you have already watched some videos, especially reference to mega factories provided by the Discovery channels. In this mega factories, they have arranged around 4 to 5 number of assembly lines, and which have equal operation times. So whenever you implement the line of balance in various type of assembly lines, they will provide the successive operation in case of process. Is it clear?
sir successive operation
Means sequence of operations starting from one operation to other. That means that the raw material should be flow from one machine to other machines, and finally it should be reached up to the last one. That is in case of your finishing product. So as I told, in case of also a particular examples. Just a minute. Suppose you can. Is it visible?
yes
Yes,
sir
sir.
Okay. In case of capacity plannings, I have already given a particular examples that a machining center which consists of 4 number of workstations. These are the 4 number of workstations, and these are the different capacities. So whenever you arrange the line of balance, or if you implement the line of balance, each and every machines have the equal operation times. These are the capacity details. But if you implement the line of balance, parallelly each and every machines, or sequentially each and every machines will produce the same operating time with the successive of each and every operation process. That is the concept behind it. Suppose in a particular manufacturing unit which consists of, sorry, as I told the example of automotive assembly lines, you can see in case of more number of videos, they are placed in a straight line. That means engine components, then the body part, the next is joining part, the painting part, finally it goes to the output in case of quality checks. So this is a particular example of single or straight line assembly lines. So when demand is more, the companies directly customize various aspects of machines as well as work centers for better flow of sequentially, and maintain the operation time in a such a way that they will provide better output. That is the concept behind line of balance. Is it clear to all?
yes sir
Okay. So moving to next ones, just note down the next one. The procedure for, or you can write line of balance procedures. Next slide. Just note down procedures. Make an underline. So we have 6 number of procedures. Just note down first one. First one is draw and label a precedence diagram The second one is calculate the desired cycle time required for the line. I repeat, calculate the desired cycle time required for the line The third one is calculate the theoretical minimum number of workstation. The fourth one is group the group element into workstation. Then recognize or recognizing cycle time, and the last one is precedence constant. This is step number 4. In case of step number 5, calculate the efficiency of the line, and the last one is determine if the theoretical minimum number of workstations or an acceptable efficiency level has been reached. Same point continue. If not, go back to step number 4. I repeat, the first step is draw and label the precision diagrams. Same thing we have done in case of your, that is POT and CPM, especially refers to critical path methods. This is very much equal to your precedence diagram or your network diagram. The next one is calculate the desired cycle time required for the lines. The third one is calculate the theoretical minimum number of workstations. The next is group element into workstation and recognizing cycle time, and also recognize the precedence constant. The next is calculate the efficiency of lines, and the last one is determine the theoretical minimum number of workstation or acceptable efficiency level has been reached. If it is not reached, then go back to step number 4, that is group the element into workstations, recognizing the cycle time and precedence constants. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next class will directly go to solve some numerical related to line of balance. So here I conclude the sessions. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.